Good day, good friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, live on my Facebook business page. If you happen to be watching an archive on Facebook, YouTube, or on my website, thank you so much for being here. I will be doing live readings today. Obviously, if you're watching an archive, I won't be able to read for you. But if you hear something that resonates for you, go ahead and take it as a message for you. Hey, Chaya, nice to see you here. Glad you're here. All right, so every Monday, Lisa, nice to see you. Every Monday, we gather here to do the 3-card weekly reading. These are cards that really talk about the energy available to all of us, to the collective. Then I will pull some individual cards for individuals. So if you would like a reading for the week, just ask for a card. I will try to get to everyone today. So nice to see all of you coming into the room. Thank you all so much for being here. Jessica, Robin, Tina, Lauren, Karen. Karen, hope you're feeling well. Nicola, Martha, nice to see you. Sione, Jackie, Leisha, Neil, Alicia, and Denise. Joanne, so nice to see you all here and everyone else who's coming into the room today. All right, so today I am using my brand new Spiral Tarot, which may well become the new workhorse. I'm going to play with it this week. I have been through so many of these Spiral Tarot decks. I have probably worn out more than 6 of them over the course of my career. So it's a deck I'm really familiar with, reading with professionally. Is it the right deck for now? It might be. We're going to try it out today anyway. So the first thing we do, of course, is 3 cards for the collective. Then I will get to the individual readings. I do want to remind you we have a tarot meetup on YouTube Live coming up this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Would love to see you there. And remember, I have a Zoom class coming up on the 19th, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And you need to take it for that. And we're doing the court cards. So wherever you are in your tarot journey, we always need more help understanding those very interesting and complex cards, don't we? All right, let's see. What are our cards for the day? So the first one is the 7 of Swords reversed. And I think that's really interesting because very often when I see the 7 of Swords reversed, it's about building trust. We have to build trust in ourselves. We have to build trust with one another. We have to be careful what we trust. In a post-truth society, in an age where there is so much disinformation and misinformation, how do we know what is true? And, so often people say, well, trust your intuition. But how do you even know what your intuition is versus your anxiety or your desires or whatever? So this is really about figuring out how to trust yourself, what you can trust, what is true, and how to build trust with others. And I think that makes a lot of sense right now on the planet. So let's see, what is the next card? Oh, so we're going from the 7 of Swords reversed to the 8 of Swords, and I shuffled well. So the 8 of Swords is all about anxiety. It's all about how we sort of blindfold ourselves and put ourselves in a cage made of our own thoughts. So this is a caution against that anxiety. It's a caution of being blinded by your own fears. So you can see how these cards work together so well, right? Figure out what is true so you will not be blinded by your own fears. Now, what will the third card be? Another 7. What an interesting reading, the 7 of Wands. So we have 2 7s and an 8. And when we look at 7s, we recognize 7s as the journey within, figuring out what we have to do for ourselves, the things that only we can do for ourselves. The 7 of Wands can really talk about a defensive posture. And so here we have to be defensive against untruth, and we have to be defensive against anxiety. And very often anxiety is what causes people to tell untruths, right? It's what causes us to believe untruths. And so this is all about the search for truth and the search for our own strength, to be strong within ourselves. And so, sometimes the Seven of Wands tells you not to be so defensive. But I think in this case, it's really about be defensive against BS, really. Be defensive against BS. And figure out what your boundaries are and hold your boundaries. Do not, however, let BS and anxiety be the cause of your boundaries. Rather, let your boundaries be the defense against those things. Pretty cool, right? All right, so let's get to some individual readings. Again, I thank you all so much for being here. And if you're patient, I should be able to get to everyone today. I'm going to try. So I am going to go in the order in which I see them. And the first person I see asking for a card is Robin Kiefer. So nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, don't let this freak you out. The card you got is death. Now, typically, death does not predict a physical death beyond the idea that, we are all going to die. This is a card that talks about embracing change. Change in your family structure, change in your relationship structure, change in your life. And so this can be a very positive card. I see it more often coming up for people who are getting married or having babies. Not that I think you're necessarily going to be doing that. The baby part, anyway. Then I do see it for people who are literally, physically dying, right? Am I physically dying? No, I'm not. I do have horrible allergies. And I'm grateful to live in Florida where there are still things blooming that I can be allergic to. How great is that? Okay, anyway, back to you, Robin. So with death, this could be about embracing change. There have been a lot of changes in your life. And it's really looking at what do you want? Now, okay, this is for the week. So is your schedule changing this week? Are you going to do something different this week than what you had planned on? Are you going to spend some time this week contemplating big changes in your life? Okay. Okay, the next request I see is Nicola. So nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. And for you, we have the Eight of Cups. So Nicola, this week, I think you might be walking away from something. Whether that's walking away from something within, changing the way you deal with something, whether it is changing a particular relationship, figuring out what you want to move past. That's what we're looking at this week. What do you need to move past? It might be something internal, it might be something external. But I feel like as you let go of this, it's going to bring you a great deal of healing and it's going to open up a lot of space for you. Okay, Jessica, nice to see you here. Jessica, you get the Fool reversed. So this week, the danger is you're either going to have too much fun or not enough. So your job, Jessica, is to balance out this week in terms of taking care of responsibilities, but also trying to do some fun things. But be careful about doing anything sort of dangerous or foolhardy. So finding that right balance to allow yourself to have some fun, but not in a way that would be regrettable later. That's your challenge this week. Okay, Sayoni, nice to see you. Let's see what we got here. Nine of Cups reversed. I think this week you really need to think about what it is you want, what it is you wish for, what it is you hope for. In its upright position, the Nine of Cups is about wishes fulfilled. But how do you fulfill your wishes if you don't know what they are? So with this card, this week we are asking you to think about what is it you really want? What do you want to be doing in your life? And once you figure that out, you'll figure out how to make it happen. Okay, Leisha, nice to see you here. Ace of Cups, I think this is going to be a good week for you. Open your heart to the people around you, act with compassion, act with charity. There may even be a new love interest on the horizon. Okay, Neil Quatrano, so nice to see you here today. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what we got going on here for you. Neil, what do we see about your week? 8 of Pentacles. Work, 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 work. But I think in this, figuring out the best way to work, the smartest way to work. You know what they say, you can't work any harder, but you could work smarter. I think you're going to be figuring some of that out this week. Alicia Cassie, so nice to see you. What do we see for you? Alicia, the King of Pentacles reversed. Now, I happen to know you're going through some big job changes, and so I feel like this week could be speaking to that in some ways. And what I have to say is don't let people, Alicia, don't let people piss in your Cheerios. I just feel like there might be some people who are not happy about the transition you're going to be making. Don't let them get to you. This week, you may be making some plans or learning more about what your new situation is going to be. Try to do it with some joy. Seriously. Okay, Martha Vink, hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Martha, Ace of Pentacles. So I think, there's been some restructuring in your job, and I think you may learn some more about that this week. Maybe even learning more about restructuring in the larger sense regarding your job. I also think you're going to be now thinking about your way forward in a lot of different ways in terms of where you're going to be living, your relationship, all kinds of stuff. You seem to be approaching things with a new sense of hope this week. Gee, I wonder why. Okay, Karen Winkle, nice to see you. Karen, Chariot reversed. I don't care how good you're feeling, take it easy this week, okay? Okay? Seriously. This is a really good time. Even if you're working from home, whatever, spend some time relaxing, spend some time doing things you want to do, and make the people who love you take care of you. I know that's hard for you, but that is your job this week. Okay, Denise Davis, my good friend, nice to see you here. 6 of Swords. Sailing towards smoother waters we are. So this week, this card could have to do with logical thinking. It could have to do with, it could even have to do with taking a little trip, actually, or being near the water. It could have to do with taking care of some problems so it feels like you are moving forward in a more positive way. One way or the other, it's a nice positive read for the week. It does remind you to use your logical mind rather than your fearful mind. Tina Strayhorn, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Let's see what we see for you. Seven of Pentacles. So for you, I bet you're going to be doing some kind of work this week, and it may be long and tiring. I think you're going to be working very hard this week, but your efforts will pay off. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're working on, it will be worth it, and it will pay off. Okay. Chaya Brown, so nice to see you. A card for you. The Four of Wands. So Chaya, this is a card of happiness, stability, celebration, community, marriage. You get married this week? Anyway, it could talk about connecting with people you care about. It could talk about enjoying your home. It could talk about nurturing relationships. I think overall the message for the week would be about happiness, stability, and nurturing the good relationships around you. So those are good marching orders to have for a week. Okay, Lisa Bruno Mazzone, so nice to see you here. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, thank you so much, Peggy Lou. That's really sweet. Okay. Yes, Bill, I will get to you. Okay, as long as you're patient, I'll get to you. I got time. Okay. Lisa Mazzone. The Nine of Cups upright. So, you and I were chatting earlier. Your wishes will be fulfilled. I think even this week, you will get the information you're looking for. Very good. That's like the best card you could have gotten today. Okay, Jackie Masters, so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Jackie, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. So this is a really happy card. It's about home. It's about family. It suggests that this week you may have time to enjoy some of the good things in life, especially when it comes to the people you care about. Make them a priority. Okay, Kim Murphy Case, nice to see you here. You are the second one to get this, the Eight of Cups. I'm going to interpret it a little differently for you, though. There may be a way in your life that you are feeling somewhat abandoned, or that you don't have what you need or what you had hoped you would have in your life right now, whether that's in terms of material things or people or whatever. This says, do not worry, just keep moving forward. Don't stay stuck in the past, keep moving forward. You will find everything you need. Christine Nolly, nice to see you. Okay, sister's birthday. Happy birthday to Christine Nolly's sister. Here's a card for her and her week ahead. The Five of Cups. Although it is her birthday, she has had some disappointments and some things not going her way. It's okay for her to hold some space for loss and grief and upset, but also to remember that there are many blessings in her life. Okay, Laura, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hang on one second here. Okay, Laura. The High Priestess reversed. Sometimes this card comes up when people are too hard on themselves, not trusting themselves, which is what our 3-card weekly reading was about, but just like being hard on yourself. And so this week, I want you to really work on not being so hard on yourself and also spend extra time in meditation and spiritual study. I know you do that anyway, but do it extra this week. Okay, Joanne Keeler, so nice to see you. Okay, Joanne, Two of Swords. This can be this week about some decision-making processes. I mean, we make decisions every day, but you may have some big decisions coming up this week. There's something else in this card, though, too, which is about finding peace with uncertainty and finding peace when you're not quite sure what's going to happen next. And so try to nurture that peace within your heart and don't let other people ruffle you. Don't let other people talk you into doing things you don't want to do. And don't let other people talk you into worrying about things that you don't feel like you need to worry about. Okay, and Christina's also asking for a card for her. So we do a card for the week ahead. And when I look at you, Christine Nolly, the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And you were wondering about work. It may take a minute. You may not have so much work this week, so think about what else you want to do with your time and work to feel secure in your situation. Think what more you need to do or have to do to feel secure. Okay, Betty, nice to see you here. Glad you're here. Betty, you get the Magician reversed, and I'm turning that bad boy right around for you to welcome to you this week the knowledge and the understanding that you have the tools, the skills, and the abilities you need to move forward, whatever you want to do. I feel like this week you're going to be feeling a little held back one way or the other, and so now we are trying to welcome some energy to sort of push past that so you can have a really productive week. Okay, Lauren Quattrano. Hey, Lisa Bear Sweet, haven't seen you in a long time. I will get to you. If you don't mind being patient, I will absolutely get to you. Okay, Lauren Quattrano, nice to see you. Five of Wands. I feel like you're in conflict, maybe with yourself, maybe with other people, maybe with not knowing what to do. This card asks you to recognize your creative and your spiritual abilities and to find the answers to your conflict. Work on that this week. Shauna Steck, nice to see you. What do we see about your week? Oh, you're the second one to get this, Ace of Pentacles. Maybe some new money, maybe something about your new home, finding your grounding, finding your place. This is a good card for the week. It offers a lot of potential, a lot of resources, a lot of possibilities. Help yourself to feel grounded and feel secure. Seriously. Okay, Ermit, nice to see you. How will your week be? The Hanged Man reversed. You know, now is not the time to sit on the sidelines. Now is the time to take control. If there's something you've been thinking about doing, do it. If there's something you've been thinking about saying, say it. Don't wait, do. That is your advice for the week. Hey, T Vanguard, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. Let's find a card for you. The Five of Swords. My friend, pick and choose your battles. You know, you are a winner and you have the opportunity to win, but you've got some battles around you. And I don't know how many of those battles are within you and how many of them are around you and how many of them are with you. But one way or the other, pick and choose. And when you fight, fight to win. That makes it sound like it's going to be a hard week. I'm so sorry. I don't necessarily mean that the whole week's going to be like that, but I feel like this is an important message for you. Okay, Ajasta Prem, nice to see you. The Three of Cups reversed. This may be a bit of a difficult week. Maybe it's just COVID related and not being able to spend time with people around you. Maybe you're having some issues with your friends or family are going through tough times. Try to be a comfort to the people that you care about and try to find comfort from the people you care about. At the same time, be strong in yourself and in your own abilities and think about what you can do to make yourself happy. Hey, Julie Barrett, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Julie, the Queen of Cups reversed. Feels like you're feeling all the feelings. And that may not be pleasant, but it's going to help you work to get to where you want to be. You are so much in transition right now and have been for so long. And I know it's not easy, but you are doing the work now to get you where you need to be. I promise you that. And some of that is happening this week. Okay. Hey, Peggy Lou, nice to see you. Oh, it rhymed. Man, I would love to do all my readings in rhyme. Wouldn't that be fun? To be like a slam poet tarot reader or a rapper tarot reader. I don't think I got the chops for that, but I think that would be really fun. Okay. Peggy Lou. Peggy Lou, justice reversed. There may be some things going on in your life right now that are feeling unfair or out of balance. Do what you can to restore balance to yourself. Do what you can to treat other people fairly. And see what you can do to be a messenger or a worker of justice this week. In little ways and in big ways, to treat others fairly, to bring balance to the force. Seriously, that's your job this week. Okay, Priyanka, a card for you for the week. The King of Wands. This week, be a leader. Be a leader creatively. Be a leader spiritually. Be a leader in the way that you take things in life and try to take them with a light heart and a warm heart. Be responsible for the energy around you and keep it happy. Lori, nice to see you. Lori Hahn. Okay. Lori Hahn. Ace of Cups. You're the second one to get this today. What an interesting card. Might it bode well for your love life? It certainly asks you to really keep your heart open to unconditional love, to the love of the universe, to be someone who spreads love around you, and to really live in that high vibration this week, which I know you already do. Just do it even more this week. Okay, Julia Bonesteel. So we're doing the one card weekly reading. So this is a card for your week ahead. And King of Wands, and I know you're interested in what's going on with your son. So it may be he gets some positive news this week. That may indeed happen. In the meanwhile, nurture your own creativity and your own spirituality. Okay, Kate Rosato, here is a card for you. The Princess, which would be like the Page of Wands reversed. Kate, are you not feeling it right now? Are you feeling tired? Are you not feeling your energy right now? We're going to turn this right side up. This week, I feel like you really want to work to embrace the things that excite you, embrace the things that inspire you. Maybe you've been feeling a little less than inspired or excited recently. This week, try to bring that energy back. Hey, Jean Cetera, nice to see you. Okay, and Karen Winkle is asking for a card for her daughter, Christina, which, yes, I will do. Christina's in her clinicals today. For those of you who follow along, she's working to become a nurse. Okay. Queen of Wands reversed. So her clinicals may be really tough this week. Make sure she eats right, sleeps right, takes good care of herself. This is going to be a tiring week. It's okay. It's what she needs to do. Okay, Renee Monroe, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Here's a card for you. The Eight of Wands reversed. You know, you may be waiting for something to happen or hoping something will happen, and it's going to take some time. Do what you can to move it forward. This week, pay special attention to your communication and make sure you're communicating clearly, but you got to be patient. Okay. Hey, Kathy Lombard, so nice to see you. See what you got going on here. Oh my goodness. Card jumped out at you, Kathy. It must be yours. And it's the Five of Wands. You're the second person to get this today. There may be some conflict this week, either with you or with people around you or between you and people around you. So the way to deal with this and heal this is with your own creative thought and your own spiritual thought and your own sense of humor. Do not forget your sense of humor this week, okay? Okay. Hey, Kim Gwen, nice to see you here. Let's see what we see for you. The moon reversed. This week, I want you to work to tap more into your intuition, to recognize that there are a lot of mysteries and a lot of things we don't know or don't understand. But spend some time in meditation, spend some time making that direct connection to your higher self to find your truths. I know you have the ability to do that. Okay, Jeanette West, nice to see you. Your card for the week. The world, man, it's all yours. Seriously, think big this week. Don't think little. Think about big projects. Think about big goals. Think about the big picture and what it's going to take to get you where you want to be. You can't do it all this week, but you can make some good starts toward that. Tina Marie, so nice to see you. I hope you're doing very well. Here is a card for you. The Seven of Cups reversed. So don't get lost in your own dark imaginings. There are times you can really get into your head too much. You're smart, you're psychic, you've got all that going on, but you get into your head too much. So this week, be very, very careful about that. Okay. Hey, Sarah Cat McConaughey, nice to see you. A card for your week ahead. Let's see what we got. You're the second one to get this. And actually, this was also in our 3-card weekly reading, the Eight of Swords. This week, think about what you're afraid of. Think about what's holding you back. Think about what's causing you anxiety. And know that you have the ability to make these changes. You have the ability to come out of that and get to your next level. And you can start doing that this week, my friend. Go for it. Hey, Nilsa, my friend. So nice to see you. I've known Nilsa for so many years. It's so good to see you here. So what do we see for you this week? You're like the third person to get this, the Ace of Cups. So approach the week with love. Be loving toward the people around you. Know that you are loved. Whatever's going on in your love life right now, this bodes well for that aspect of life as well. And even on a very spiritual level, recognize, that God is love and God is with you, or however you see that, whatever names you use for that. Be in that energy this week. Okay, Karen, Brian, Parker, so nice to see you. Let's see what we see for you. 5 of Cups. There have been some things that have not gone your way. And you may be dealing with that disappointment. You may be dealing with that upset. But remember that there are still good things in the world. There are still good things in your life. Use this week to adjust that energy. That's really the important thing. Okay, Chaya Brown. Nice to see you. Chaya, you get the Wheel of Fortune. Remember this week, some things will go your way, some things won't. But the wheel always turns. So if things aren't good now, don't worry, they'll be better. If things are great right now, hang on to that because the wheel will turn and then they won't be so good. And we cannot always control these things. Control what you can. Don't worry about controlling what you can't because guess what? You can't. But this card does say that there could be some lucky things that happen to you this week. So be open to that as well. And also be aware of cycles and patterns in your life that do not serve you. And do what you can this week to break them, to be aware of them and to break them. Hey, Bill Lutz, nice to see you. Let's take care of you. I know I'm actually looking at your comment where you're just saying, hey, but I know you asked and I'm seeing you right now, so I'm going to take care of you right now. So, Bill Lutz, what do we see for your week ahead? The Lovers reversed. So probably not the best week for relationships. Be careful about how you communicate with people and how you connect with people this week. There's like a high probability of being misunderstood. And work on your own self-love and your own relationship with yourself this week. Okay, Uma Elizabeth, nice to see you. Glad you're here. The 5 of Pentacles reversed. For every gig you have lost, 2 more are coming. I promise you. There are new opportunities coming even this week. Do not worry. Okay, Cheryl Jefferson, my friend. 4 of Pentacles reversed. There's a real opportunity for you to be helpful this week to others that you care about. Do not let people take advantage of you, but if you can be helpful, by all means do. Lisa Bear Sweet, so nice to see you, and I know you've been doing a lot of good work recently. Let's see what we see for your week. The King of Cups. This is all about being the exemplar of love, and I know that you work to do that. This is a real vote of confidence for the work that you do, and doing something this week to move that forward, to put yourself out there even more this week. Okay, Claire Carter. Chaya, I got to you twice, didn't I? I saw your request twice, so you got a bonus. And I think the bonus was the Wheel of Fortune, which is lucky, right? Okay, very good. Claire Carter. Claire, the 4 of Swords. This is a good week to rest, to meditate, and to heal. Whether that is of body, mind, or spirit, now is a time for your healing. And now you seem to have the space to do that. So take advantage of that. Okay, Vicki Brown. You're the second one to get this, the King of Cups. This week, come from that high place of love, treat others with love, and recognize that you yourself are loved. Focus on that. No, Barrett, I haven't gotten to you yet. Okay. Hey, Elizabeth Hayde. For your husband, Rich, King of Swords. Tell him to do the right thing and speak his truth. He is respected and he has some advantages this week. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, Anupama Joshi. Nice to see you. I hope I did not pronounce your name incorrectly. Wheel of Fortune. This is a lucky week for you. Some things are going to be coming to fruition that you have been hoping for. Okay, Barrett Ermy. So nice to see you. Also, the Ace of Cups. This has been coming up so much for people. Ace of Cups, King of Cups, all of these cards of love. So let's take that loving energy and move forward, and you do that as well, Barrett. Act with love this week. Be loving in your relationship. Be kind in your relationships. Be loving towards yourself. Recognize that love is the greatest strength, and you are full of that. Okay. Hey, Jean Mnuchin. So nice to see you. Five of Swords, man. Pick and choose your battles this week. Figure out, you've just climbed a big mountain. Figure out what mountain you want to climb next. Okay, Christina Beeler, nice to see you. Seven of Swords reversed. This came up for the collective as well. Figure out what is true and what is not true, and do not allow yourself to be misled with untruth this week. Speak the truth and know the truth. And that's good advice for always, but for some reason, especially for this week. Shelley Kaufman Kay, nice to see you. Two of Swords, you're the second person to get this today. So you may have some decisions that you need to make this week, but make them from your logic. Your heart may be telling you one thing, other people may be telling you another thing. Stay in a logical place. And this is really about all bringing you to a place of greater peace, finding your peace. That's what the journey really is for you right now. Okay. Okay, let's see. Ashriel Knight, nice to see you. You got the King of Cups. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups have been very popular today. So be the exemplar. Love yourself, love others. Let us move the planet forward by channeling that high vibration of unconditional love. We all need to be doing that, but for some reason, especially you, Ashrael. Okay, Jill Watson, nice to see you. Glad you're here. You get the star. Some things that you have been waiting for and working toward for a long time are coming to fruition, and you may even get some good news about that this week. Congratulations in advance. Okay. Missy Lynn, nice to see you. The Three of Wands reversed. So there may be some things that are not going the way you would like them to, and some ways that you're not feeling good going forward into the future. But you know what? This week, work on balancing that out. Your future will be what you make it, and you've done a lot to make a good future for yourself. Okay, I am coming to the end of my available time at this time. The last one. Barry Helen just pulled a card for me. Hanged Man, don't be too frustrated that a project endeavor is not going forward exactly as planned. Do what you can to make the most of the new perspective. Looks like a lot of synchronicity this week. That is funny because this week we are choosing the online platform for StarCon. So that is really, really perfect. And we're going to have some great announcements about that coming up. Mary Ellen Collins, thank you so much for that. I'm going to do one more reading and then I need to be on my way. I thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. This is for Syria, Shakir, Stephanie. Your week ahead, justice. Some things that have not been going your way will get righted this week. Be a force for that. Be a force for speaking out for what is right, and right things will happen. Okay, for those of you, okay, Shelley Blair, I see you right here. I'll get to you real quick. Shelley Blair, you also got the Two of Swords, but I'm going to give you a slightly different interpretation for you. This week, be careful about the decisions you make. Think things out very, very carefully. I'm not trying to scare you, but really be logical in your decision making. That's the important thing for you. And you know what? I'm gonna get Sonia Singh in there real quick too. I'm racing the clock now, but I'm gonna try to get to you. Sonia, King of Wands. Sonia, use your creative skill, use your spiritual skill, and show it to the world. That's the important thing this week. Folks, thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you. I will be back here on Thursday. And of course, on Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm on the StarCon page. So if you are not already one who has liked and followed StarCon, STAARCON, make sure you do. That way you can catch me live there tomorrow and Wednesday. I'll look forward to seeing you there. And remember, as always, I am available for readings for phones, by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, and Zoom. Just reach out. I'll look forward to speaking with you. Hope to see you soon. Thank you so much.